afternoon, everybody. Crypto Strain here. This afternoon, I'm going to talk about Kromatika, KROM. I'd never heard of this project till someone on our Telegram group mentioned it. And quite often people say, look into this certain project and you give your honest opinion. Now, when I looked into this, I was absolutely fascinated with what they're doing. And it really is a low-cap gem, in my opinion. It's never financial advice, as you know, do your own research. But as we go through everything they're doing, I think you'll see the potential. Certainly keep on your radar. If you want to get it, it's based on Uniswap. That's what it's mainly, because it's built on different parts of Uniswap, Arbitrum, Optimism, etc. Talked about Uniswap many times before, obviously what they're doing with their wonderful exchange, but Chromatical really is taking DEXs to the next level. It's also on some normal exchanges, centralized ones like MEXC, BitTrue, BKX. I've got a link below if you want to join MEXC and get yourself Chromatica. It's wonderful what they're doing, I think, here. As we go through this, it's an up-and-coming project with massive potential. The market at the moment is just 3.6 million, would you believe? But we've got 80% of suppliers out there. Over 80 million. Max supply is 100 million. Okay, so it's just ranked 1020, man. But I'm really certain this is going to rocket through the charts when people understand the DEX and what they're actually doing with it. So when you go on their website, Chromatica.finance, you can see all the different parts and the sections up here where it talks in depth about what they're doing, the core strength. Innovative DApp brings you the best value for your swaps by comparing multiple DEXs, picking the best rates for you, reduce slippage, using multiple pools in the MetaDEX aggregator, additional LP fees on your field limited orders, up to 9% depending on volatility of the trading pair, okay? Now that's one way they do it. They do it quite a lot different. They've got these gasless swap fees. They've also got secure audio smart contracts with Certic, one most people have heard of, MIPS and Open Zeppelin as well. But the off-chain keepers work I thought was good was the Chromatical protocol utilised the Chainlink keepers to make sure orders are collected as soon as the price target of the limit order is reached. Now, the protocol token KROM, it's also on their documents as well. We'll talk about in a minute about this, but obviously KROM is utility and governance token of the Chromatica protocol, non-mintable ERC20 token deployed on Ethereum with a fixed supply, as we said, of 100 million. But the tokenomic model of KROM is deflationary by design since the tokens are being burned. So remember, we've got 80% of the supply already out there, plus they're doing buyback and burns, okay? KROM is the token that pays a service fee to unlock the limited order feature in the Chromatica protocol. So there's a lot of usage there for the KROM token. Okay, now, also got the circulating supply, but I say we'll talk about the tokenomics on their docs. It's more in depth in there, should we say. But also one bit I did mention here is the vesting. 12 million KROM have been locked on Unicrypt, or 12% of the total supply, with an average vesting of 2 years and 3 months. This vesting occurred March 2022. Half of the vested tokens are allocated to the DAO Treasury. Okay, and again, it talks about how to buy the KROM and get it on the, basically use it on Uniswap, how to add Optimism, Arbitrum, and Polygon. Obviously, they're the level 2, the layer 2 built on Ethereum, obviously makes scalability much cheaper. But you can also get it on MEXC, BitTrue, BKX. There's a link below. You can join MEXC. Now, I say, I was really pleased the team mentioned this project. So I say I looked in depth. And also then, they basically gave me a link also to talk to the Chromatica team. I sent them a lot of questions on Telegram. They answered, which was great to see. And they talked about the fact, and I said, we'd be going to more centralised exchanges, the normal ones you think of Gate, KU Coin, etc. And they said, no, they're quite honest, the fact that they basically, what the whole purpose is to promote decentralised trading, and the fact Chromatica is not funded by an ICO, investors, or anything like that, and it has no interest in paying the absorbent fees you have to get on some of these exchanges. You know, crazy prices I've seen before to get on BINANCE, etc., and all of them. And luckily, MEXC actually listed KROM for free, so you can get on there. So I've got a link below if you want to join MEXC and buy some KROM, entirely up to you. But also the buildable plan. Obviously, build, they call it the BIDL plan. Chromatica tasks are visible on DWork, the ultimate Web3 project management tool. All tasks can be undertaken by any Web3 contributor incentivizing KROM. Now, again, when you look at the roadmap and what their plans are, you can see what they've done so far and what their plans are, okay? Now, they've got some bits here, adding gasless market swap feature to Chromatica protocol, liquidity farming rules for KROM liquidity providers. Again, if you think about the token and the supply, again, that's great news. Again, it talks about all the everything we're doing to create KROM OP liquidity pool, liquidity mining program, launch perpetual trading, launch referral program on Optimism, gas refund program Optimism, that's really good to see, implement FIAT on-ramp service, and implement cross-chain bridge solutions. So again, they've got massive plans, okay? Now, more on their fundamentals, they talk about learn about a protocol, discover the DApp. So there's a lot of stuff, and they talk again, free-class questions, how to use the Chromatica DEX, connect your wallet, again, MetaMask, Coinbase, various others. Depending on whether you wish to use the swap to limit order feature, you need Ethereum and KROM in your wallet. Okay, so there's a lot of information here. Now, I saw this on the Medium page, Chromatica Gasless swap an edge over competitors. And this obviously does, it takes it to a whole new level. When you think about Ethereum and obviously the cost with the gas, and then you've got all these layer 2s built on Ethereum, but then you've got Kromatika doing a gasless swap, provides a slick limited trading experience to DeFi users who often run out of gas or go for the hassle of moving gas. How true is that? That's very true. So how does Kromatika gasless swap work? Allows users to cover gas fees in their receiving output token instead of users having to pay for gas fees with the native chain token. It works by using relays as a sender, which acts as intermediary between the sender and the network. Okay, now that's a really good to see, and it gives some basically some case studies on why it works and how it works. Now, on their docs, got a lot of information on here, and we'll talk about the tokenomics a lot, don't we? Obviously, and it states there, KROM is a fair launch protocol now. DAO, no seed sale, no private sale. ICOs we talked about for investors. 60 million KROM tokens were initially added on the version 3 Uniswap ETH level 1 mainnet, and the liquidity was burned. The initial deployment expense was paid by the former founders. So they've got their different contract addresses, obviously Ethereum, the layer 1, then obviously the layer 2 is Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon. You can see the supply on each of those. Okay, now proof of liquidity position was burned for better security and prevent rug pulls. You can find the transaction there. Okay, now he talks about the initial distribution. That's what they've done. But where the current distribution is now, the dead burn wallet at the moment is 2.1%. Okay, holders 49%, vesting 10.8%. Talk about the treasure as well, 5.8%, and the different deployments on Optimism, Arbitrum, and Polygon. Okay, now scroll back here. We've also got the buybacks, as we said. You can actually see, you can find transactions that occurred buybacks in the past. So again, we think the supply, that's absolutely incredible. They've got a treasury overview. You can see there all the different parts of it. KROM seller bridge, obviously the CERTIC audit was great, and this was really good to see the rug pull prevention. As stated in the tokenomics section, Chromatica DAO has burned the proof of liquidity for better security and to prevent rug pull hacks. The majority of KROM token is in the community's hands forever. Okay, now that is really good. So at the end of like the first quarter last year, 12 million KROM tokens of the DAO wallet holdings were locked. 12% of the total supply, while 7 million KROM tokens remained in the multi-signature Chromatic DAO safe wallet. Okay, you see that a lot where multiple people have to unlock it basically to save again a hack, etc., which is great to see. Now, as you scroll through, it gives you like tutorials, but also what I liked was the team section. Chromatica has transitioned to a DAO governance, hence the founding members have handed their responsibilities to the DAO. The DAO is responsible now to steer the project forward, so really giving it the community feel. The software underlying blockchain networks on which Chromatica Pro is deployed, including, for example, the Ethereum blockchain, is open source, which means that anyone can use, utilize, and build on top of it. Okay, now the engineering guild, talked about the different people behind it, which is great to see, a real solid team, and also the growth guild. And you see there how they're sort of developing the plans they've got ahead with the team behind it to take it to the next level, which is great to see. Now, on there, when you go on their DApp, basically the Chromatica.finance, really easy to use exchange, just connect your wallet. And again, you're using the KROM token to utilize everything on here, which is great. But the fact they do that buyback of free really is absolutely incredible. And you also see on the effort scan, the actual token KROM and all the action was happening on it. You can see there's quite a lot being used at the moment. Again, I love it when you can look at the F-scan and actually see the project being used. But also their Twitter page is full of incredible information. It's only got 17,000 followers at the moment. Over time, as this develops and people get out there, what this is actually doing, I think it will actually get really big. I really do. And I think they'll get a lot more followers when people understand it. So again, as I said earlier, I appreciate the team bringing this to my attention so I can actually get a decent bag of KROM myself. Okay. Now, as you scroll through, they give you a lot of information. They talk about there the gasless trading. Now, talk about there with Chromatical and Arbitrum. I think this separates Chromatica from many others to DAO, doesn't it? The fact they've got the gasless swaps, etc., to get rid of those horrible gas fees. Okay, now, on here, they talk about fellow feature. So, this is really good. Now, I really like the fact they're doing this. Now, on here, something different. It's called fellow, which is fees earning limited orders. Okay, now these are limited orders that run on top of Uniswap v3 technology. And what they also told me, there's no other DEX in the space that offers this feature. I've never heard of it before. I've got to be honest. So basically what makes fellow different from limit orders on other platforms. Limit orders on most popular platforms are a form of delayed swap, where the order is first ordered on a centralized database and then arbitrage conducted when the price is right. This is why you have limit orders unfulfilled, even if prices cross your target on such platforms. Chromatica's fellow is 100% decentralized limit order. No info is stored on any centralized database. Okay, and I really think that takes it to the next level. Okay, Gasless swap, you know, it's just really good, and it's also coming soon to the Optimus and then the mainnet purple trading and a powerful metadata aggregator. So I think the fellow really is the difference here. When you look at this project, what they're doing, I think it takes it to the next level. I truly do. So when you scroll through, also, I say when you go on their Twitter and you talk about fellow there, etc., and he goes through all the information on here, and they talk about there. They also say they're going to have an AMA soon with Array Capital, our first Swapbox protocol user. Okay, so that is actually today. So again, that'd be great to see what the outcome of that. Now, Array Capital, you can see, excited to power a DEX trading with Chromatic's innovative MetaDex aggregator. Okay, now, great to see. We announced that Array Chromatica FI have entered into collaboration agreement regarding DEX trading. Chromatic's upcoming Swapbox is currently being integrated into Array. So they've got the more partnerships, etc., really take it to the next level. And so I'm sure this will climb in the rankings massively on the charts, and the market cap, the volume, etc., will go up and up and up. Okay, so it really is good to see. Now, also, it's simply this link on Uniswap. Okay, now, Chromatic's bill basis is on Uniswap version 3, and the LP fees earned from every transaction of KROM cause the LP fees earned by Chromatic to be sent to a dead wallet. And here you can see the dead wallet. Okay, so that just shows it and proves what they're actually stating is doing. Again, that really is when you think, again, about the supply. Okay, now, another project that I saw about, and they mentioned to me about, and I was looking into, is Umami Finance. Currently 3016, it's not sure the market. I think it's about 6 million. Volume in the last 24 hours really good, 360,000. Okay, now the supply is good as well, approaching 700,000 out of 1 million. It's been utilising Chromatica Fellow, as we talked about Fellow again, the fees earning limited orders since the beginning of 2022 for its treasury options. They actually switched that from using SushiSwap. So again, I think with Chromatica, if they get the marketing right and they take it to the next level, they could do absolutely fantastic here. I really do believe this is a wonderful project in the making. So when you go back to their docs, I say you've got every bit of information you need. You go on their site, all the frequently asked questions, you see there, built on Arbitrum, Optimism, Ethereum Polygon, and it got powered by official bridge partner, yourself, Chainlink, Uniswap, and Seller. It's great to see. They've got all their social media links at the bottom, as you'd expect. When you go back to it and say, we're approaching 5p, up 2% in the last 24 hours. Okay, I think we're in a really good point with this. And again, it's entirely up to your own research, but it's a wonderful opportunity to get in this low cap gem. I really do believe that. So it's certainly another project to keep my eye on, do another update video, 3 to 6 months, see how they're getting on. But as they get the more projects interacting with Chromatica and their DApp increases, I really think getting onto more exchanges, hopefully list them for free. Again, I think we could go right to the next level here. So really fascinating project. So thanks very much again to the team for bringing this to my attention. I genuinely do appreciate that. If you want to help as usual, just email me, info@cryptoaustralian.com, or my social media links below. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful evening. We will chat again soon. Cheers now. Bye.